You're welcome. Sadiq, you're welcome. Hello, guys. My name is Pascal Agu. You're welcome to my channel, my YouTube channel. So, this is our normal daily live stream that we bring you every news about traveling out, airports, how you can go through or pass through the airport, tips on what to bring, what you need to travel with, situations outside of the country, situations concerning us, the Africans, or any other nationality, depending on how or where the news is coming from. And another thing is this: we also talk about travel, visas, and the conditions and everything. You're welcome, guys. Hello, I've seen you, Sadiq. So, like, guys, like I always say, this video is going to be available on the channel even when we finish, so you can always go back to it. Another thing is this, guys, please stay around. We have to wait till like 4:30. I intentionally had to start up 4 or 5 minutes before the time today. Hello, greetings, Talia. How you doing? How's Johannesburg? Oh, you're chatting from South Africa. Welcome, Makorede. Guys, please let's like this video and then we share. Once you like the video, you share the link to this live so that others will join us. We have some news we have to share today, and we all equally have always have a lot of things to actually get to talk to you guys about. So we're all set and ready, coupled with the question, of course, that uh, you're going to be the one to ask. So when you ask the questions, we bring it. Oh, you're asking what happened yesterday, Mr. Akorede. You noticed. Sorry, brother. It was a network related issues. I was trying to come back on and it was still like shaky and all that. And I was trying, really tried. I really tried to come back on. Really sorry about that yesterday. I'm really sorry about that. It was coming on and off, on and off, on and off. So, guys, we are here, and I'm going to be, aside from the news we are getting somehow, so we are still going to get you guys the latest. Let me plug in my. It's always. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm always forgetting to plug in this microphone. It's always out because I bring everything out, but before you know it, I'll just forget. So, guys, let's share the link to this video so that more people can join us before 4:30. We'll start up by 4:30. So, meantime, how is your day? How's your day? If you are here in UAE, how's your day? How's your day going? How's your day? If you're outside of this place, outside of UAE, how is it going over there? You're welcome, guys. How is it going over there where you are? How's the weather in your own side? Over here in Dubai, it's not hot and not cold. You understand? You only get a bit hot when you go outside and then you come around. When you come back home, the cold is like it's like even when you're covering up, like you still feel cold. Like right now, I'm still feeling cold in my hands and then in my feet. Just the feet and the hands. Those are the two places I'm feeling cold. Even when I cover up with the duvet, I still feel cold. So how is it over there? Guys, we like this video. Give this video a like and then share this link. Let's use this few minutes. Okay, it's time. Please let's share this link so that more people will join. Sorry about yesterday, Mr. Akori. They were very sorry. Good afternoon, Alto Oluwaseyi. Oluwaseyi, Riyomi. Welcome. Let's share the link so that more people will join us so that we will start up for the day. and then drop your questions. It's time. Drop your questions so that we can. Hello, Simple Sammy. You're here. Hello, Simple Sammy. Did you share our link, Simple Sammy? Did you share the link? Did you share our link yet? You're welcome, Simple Sammy. So, guys, you can start. Just give us a like on the video, and then you share the link to your friends on WhatsApp, on your Facebook, and then the groups on WhatsApp, so we can get to continue. I have quite longer. We're going to continue from yesterday about the investment we were talking about. Yesterday we talked mostly about partnership visas and how you can get to add up people under your visa, how you can get to add people under your visa, what it will take you to add people under your visa and all that, if you can add people under your visa or not, or the people you can always add under your visa. Today we are going to still touch a little bit of those, but I want to continue with where I actually ended yesterday, or where I was yesterday before it ended, or before what is it called, before the network started disturbing. You understand? So we will start from there after answering your questions. So drop your questions, and there's a particular question I will not answer yet. So if any of you should drop that question, I will put it back. I will answer it, but not yet. But Oriyomi, why are you writing and deleting? We can start. I wanted to start answering you, Oriyomi. So we discussed more about investments that you should render, investments that you can actually get to do or get to save money for back home. And I told you guys you can actually get to save money and then try to buy one or two lands back home. No matter how, just look for inside. Maybe you buy one outside, like in an open place, in a place that is not too bushy or not too inside in a village. Buy one outside there, and then you can buy another one or two if you can inside. Like even if it's inside the bush, as the years go on, the place starts opening up, and then there's development coming to the place. You can now sell those ones inside, sell it higher on a higher price, and then use it to develop the other one, which is outside. Or if you prefer the other side, you sell the one outside and develop the one inside, whichever way you want it. You understand? Those are the kind of investments you can make. I also talked about chalets, or what is popularly known as Airbnb, that you can actually get to in any city. You can get to the salary we get here is a bit, at least if you get your salary for like 2 months, you can put it together, get to hire and pay for a 2-bedroom apartment, or 2-room self-contained, 1-room self-contained, or anything. Get to pay for it for a year, and then you can rent it out. Get someone to rent it out for people who actually need to lease houses. You can equally even give it out for someone who actually needs to pay for 1 year. They wouldn't know. It's just you form as the landlord. As far as they pay you the money, then you pay the owner of the house. So you can actually use that. Maybe for people who actually want to stay for some days, a week, some months, and they come into the country, you can actually sublet the house, which you actually rented with your own money. That's where you make money. Okay, let me answer you, Akorede, before I continue. You said, sir, you always said we should use 157 as conversion rate, but always 113 on Google now. Okay, I think you are the person who asked for this yesterday. No, please. I did not say you always use 157. Exchange rates, integrity, Akorede integrity. Exchange rates can go up, it can go down. In a day, it can go up like 2-3 times. It can come down 2-3 times, and everything depends on the market. You understand? The markets which you're checking on Google,
can actually change tomorrow. It can change next tomorrow. And whichever way it changes, the black market just follows it. If it goes up, the black market will go higher. If it comes down, the black market will come even lower. Something like that. You understand? So that is what is obtainable. If you actually step out of Nigeria, I don't know where you are. If you step out of Nigeria or out of Africa, you are going to understand what I'm telling you. Black market is what I am actually giving you, and black market pricing is what almost 90% of the people who actually send money from here are using. You understand? The reason being that it's cheaper if you check it. If you check it and you want to send money back home, it is way cheaper. You understand? It is way cheaper. Would you prefer, let's say you are here and you want to send money back home, and I say I'm giving you at the rate of 113 dirham per 1 naira, or rather per 113 naira per 1 dirham. If I say 113 and you see somebody that is saying 150, let's say 155, the person will send at the rate of 155. Will you leave 155 and come and patronize me? No, you cannot, because 155 is, when you multiply how much you have with you by 155, it is bigger than multiplying by 113. I don't know if you understand. It is not always by what you see online there. The one you see online and the black market is actually not the same, my brother. Black markets are people who are doing their businesses, exchanges, and all that. So that is what they use. And when you are sending money, also get to know that there are charges. There is service charge. You understand? Aside the main costs, there's also service charges. These banks that actually get to, even the banks that you can send money through, they have their service charges. By the time they calculate their service charges per 1,000 dirham or per 500 that you send, you get to see why it is like that. You get to see the reason why you need the black market. You understand? So that is why most people don't send with the banks or the exchanges. They prefer to use the black market, except you're doing something official and you have to go through the real channel, which is maybe you're dealing with a government or with a big company before you can actually think of all those stuff. Please, for those of you who are going on Facebook and chatting me, we are live here. Please, let's concentrate on YouTube first. We'll talk on Facebook later. It's okay, Mr. Riyomi. You can rephrase and then send your question again. Alalekon, I hear that renewal is going now for Nigeria. How true is that? That is the news I said. Everybody should just chill. We will talk about that in a while. Just chill. We will talk about this. For those of you who are liking, thank you. Thank you for liking the video. And for those who are sharing the link, thank you. We will talk about the work permit issue in a while, please. Let's get to answer some. We need more people to get in before we can get to talk about it. Before we can get to talk about the work permit news. I've equally heard it just like you guys, and I've made my own research about it, and I'm going to tell you in a while what is obtainable. Please stay behind. Also know that whichever thing we are going to be saying today, this particular view or this particular video is going to be on my channel. It is going to be on my channel when we are done, so you can always get the news whenever you want it. The only thing is, will you be patient enough to get to stay up and watch the whole thing? So it is better you stay and watch it live here, and then we talk about it, because I will give you the news, but exercise some patience. How much, you said, how much will it cost someone to renew his or her Nigerian passport in UAE documents to take along? Funny enough, it was going to be part of what I actually have today because we just had someone uh, who went for his capturing at the Nigerian embassy in Abu Dhabi. How much is it going to cost? And then the documents needed. How much is going to cost you? There is no documents needed other than your passport copy, which has to be a white background in the case of UAE here in Dubai. So just your passport copy, white background, and then of course recent passport copy, and then your the particular international passport which you want to renew. You understand? And of course, you always know to just try to make the copies in case, make the copies and colored copies in case it is needed. Anything can come up. Anything can come up. Just go with the original passport you want to renew. You have to go with it. Then, if you're coming from outside of Abu Dhabi, you will need PCR. You will need PCR, your PCR test, a recent one, by recent, I mean, just get the one that is not more than 2 days at least. Just get a most recent one. If you're going to go tomorrow, do the PCR today so that the result can come to you tomorrow. You can get the result tomorrow so you can take off. So that's it, because you're going to be asked at the border once you are coming from outside of Abu Dhabi. If you're in Al Ain, Al Ain is still part of Abu Dhabi, so nobody is going to ask you anything. Al Ain is still part of Abu Dhabi, so there's no border. You're not crossing any border. So from Al Ain, you can just take your bus from Al Ain bus station and then go straight to to the embassy at Abu Dhabi. Now, for the cost, it is about everything is going to cost about 720 dirhams from the last time we had about the update. Okay, please, sorry. Before I continue, before you go for the renewal, there is a link that you must have to register on. Please don't forget. There is a link you have to register on. That was the main thing I wanted to discuss today. There's a link you're going to have to register on. Please, from the guy that actually went there today, he actually shared his experience that if you are not registered on the link, if they did not send you a confirmation for you to come at the embassy, they are not going to. I'm talking about Nigerians who want to renew their international passport. If they did not send you a confirmation for you to come on that particular date you came, they are not going to attend to you. They will send you back. So for you not to waste your time and your money and taking the risk on the road, coming all the way and getting to the embassy and nobody attends to you, it doesn't make sense. So always try to apply before that day and wait for a confirmation. Once they send you a confirmation that you should come, thank you guys for liking. Thank you guys for liking, for the likes, and thanks for you guys who are actually sharing the links. You can share the link so that more people will join us. So I will put the link on this video. If you check yesterday's live at the description section, I have attached the link that you can use to check your visa if it is fake or not. You can equally check when your visa is going to expire with that link. You can equally check how many days you have when your visa was cancelled or something like that. You can equally check it if your visa is still ongoing or if it's cancelled. That is in my previous video, the video live session we did yesterday. I attached it on the box there. Now, once we end this video, I'm going to attach the link. I'm going to look for the link for the Abu Dhabi for you to get to Abu Dhabi. Sorry, the link for getting an appointment at the Nigerian embassy, Abu Dhabi. I'm going to attach the link on the description of this video. So watch out for that. If I forget, any of you can remind me. Nobody reminded me yesterday. I still remembered. Although it took a few hours before I could go back and do that. So let me just write it down. Embassy, Abu Dhabi Embassy appointment link. So ask your questions, guys, and then let's share the link so that other people will join us. Thank you for liking. So the cost is about 720 at Oriyomi. I hope you're still here. About 720 dirhams, but plus your PCR, the cost, that is the cost for the renewal itself. So, but your PCR, depending on where you do your PCR, government establishments or hospitals do PCR for 50 dirhams. Other private ones do it for between 100 and 150, depending on where you are. And then plus you know how to do it, plus your transportation and all that. So those are the things. I believe I've answered you. All right, so I'm in Nigeria, Korede. Okay. When you reach here, Korede, when you get here, you understand. Hello, Mr. You're welcome, Akeredolu or Rogba. Mr. Rogba, you're welcome. Send me your questions. Let's talk about your questions before I talk about mine. I have quite a number of things to actually discuss today. If we don't finish it, we continue tomorrow. We do this every day by 4 or 4:30 p.m. Some days we come on 4 p.m. Some days we come on 4:30, depending on my schedules actually. Hey bro, I sent you a message, Tauya, about the WhatsApp group on your Facebook page. Hope you saw it. Mr. Tauya, what's the name? Are you on the same name? Did you send me on Facebook or Instagram? Are you sure? What's your name over there? So I can figure out, you understand? So I really need to take note of that. So ask your questions, guys. Ask your questions about the work permit. We are still going to tell you guys about it. I just want to finish this and then finish any of your questions. Then I will tell you about it. Oriami said, can the person apply before he or her visa expire? Yes, it's always advisable if you can apply from like 7 months down. You can apply for your visa, for your passport to be renewed from like 7 months down. If it is less than 6 months and you want to go and do a visa, they are not going to. That your visa is not going to come out. They are going to reject the visa if your international passport is less than 6 months, because generally it is a law that you actually before you can travel or before you can get a visa for a particular country, your international passport should be valid more than 6 months. Actually, some countries will prefer you to have up to 1 year. You understand? So from 7 months, even 8 months, you can apply and try to renew it. You understand? You can apply and try to renew it. So yes, they will take it. They will. Just try to apply, and they get to schedule you. You go there. Yes, you can apply before your passport expires. It is actually advisable you do so. You can equally apply 3 months, 4 months, but it's always advisable within that 6 months. Once you notice it is like going to like 7 months, 6 months down, kindly apply and try to renew it. Hello, Abishola. Welcome, Abishola. Thank you, guys. Thank you for liking the video and thank you for sharing. Thank you. Thanks for you guys, all you guys for yesterday. I said that whoever likes and shares my video has given me a Valentine present. And I love you guys all. I love you all for doing that. A whole number of persons actually shared my video yesterday. Thank you. Lalekon, please just write your questions and I'll answer them before I continue with what I have here on how the investments you can actually make back home. You understand? The investments that you can make back home while you're working here. What about if I want to renew it in this Dubai? My brother, the only thing about Nigerians in Dubai, for you to renew your passport, your international passport, the only thing we have in Dubai is where you can go for registration. You can go and register it over there. So you start the registration here. We have not seen if maybe they've started doing capturing. Your capturing is always at the embassy at Abu Dhabi. So we are hoping that the ones who are here, the consulate here in Dubai, can actually rise to that level, because I don't still understand the reason why we still need to go through all this across the border to go and doing to go and whatever, apply whatever it is. I believe everything can be done here. They can take it over there themselves. No the stress of leaving your job for a whole day and then going over there, going for PCR, and then maybe one or two things will still. Sometimes some people don't get to cross the border. Sometimes when you get over there, when you get to the office, it's a different story. But then we have to commend them, the Nigerian embassy. We have to commend them on one thing. I just heard or got the news that they have started taking people's addresses, that they can deliver your international passport after capturing you, that you don't need to come over again to pick it up at the embassy at Abu Dhabi. So that is what other nations have actually been doing for a long time. Other countries like Cameroon and Ghana, you understand, they've been bringing their own people's passports. If you're not in Abu Dhabi, they bring it over in Dubai for you. So we'll have to commend them for starting up. Yes, they just started it. So yes, they started late, but we have to give it to them. Since they have done it at all, we pray they continue with it, because the person who went today informed me he was actually told to drop his address details, and then they will take your mobile number and everything, email and everything, the address of where you're coming from, so that they will get to deliver it themselves. Aside from crowding up at that place, the good thing about it, the good thing it brings also is it saves people who are working there. If there's too much crowd, then the COVID, that means you're not observing the COVID-19 precautionary measures. So I believe it's a good thing. It's a good development. So we welcome that. Now, if there is any other question, guys, just drop it there. What about if I want to renew it in this Dubai? So you can renew you can actually register in Dubai, but your capturing will be at Abu Dhabi. You understand? So you can start the process in Dubai. I think you're going to pay about 200 and something, 200 dirham or thereabout, or maybe 220 thereabout here. You start the process, then you can the capturing is at Abu Dhabi. I have like 10 months before my passport expires, and my visa is gonna finish July. When can I apply for the renewal of the passport, sir? Just wait for your passport to get up to from like 8 months, 7 months down. 7 months down. Just make sure you've gathered the money for it. 7 months down. Within 7 months down, you can go and apply. You know the reason why we always need to apply all these things on time. If not for the delay they used to, sometimes they get to delay you and they start saying no papers and all that, and you can be there for like 2 months, 3 months. Seriously. So, but of recent, they've been trying up to like it stays like 1 month, but for me, it's still a long thing. So, passport application should be something when you apply within days. You understand? I remember when we were back home and then you want to apply, they will tell you there is normal application, there is express. So that express is for people who have money. And then, of course, we did express. Within days, we were called to come and take it. The people who applied normal stayed like almost 2 weeks, all those kind of things. So I believe it's a man-made stunt or kind of thing. You understand? So I believe passports are meant to be ready within days. So if they are holding it for 1 month, 2 months, I wonder what they are doing. I wonder. So that is it. Atoriomi, Lalekon, I hope I've answered you. Drop your questions, guys. Thank you for liking the video and thanks for sharing the videos. Do they accept cash? Atoriomi, I've not heard of anybody paying with ATM inside there. So yes, they accept cash. I've not heard of anybody paying with ATM. It's only the UAE. It's only UAE, or rather Dubai government, that actually get to pay those. So Didi, you're welcome. Didi, you came late too. Didi, you are late today. How can one save while working in UAE? How can you save? You save money by you trying to write the things you actually do down. As time goes on, my dear, you're going to be seeing vlogs from this channel. I'm just waiting for things to settle down to a level. I'm going to be doing vlogs, personal vlogs, show you how I do my things, tell you how I spend and all that. You understand? I'm waiting for some things to settle, and then I'm going to get to you guys on that, teach you on how to save on by yourself. Then there are other things you need to know about the savings too, because it is really going to help. This is quite a nice question. Thank you, Didi, for bringing it up. And that was what I was teaching too, about how you can save and things you can invest in. You understand? So since there is no other question, I'll go back to what I have on the paper. Aside getting an Airbnb and then paying for it, I mean, getting a house, a 2 bedroom apartment or 1 bedroom apartment, get it, or a studio apartment, get it, and then rent it back home. Rent it for a year or 2 years, and then get to rent it out to people. Talk to people about it, and then they get to pay you like an Airbnb. You understand? They get to pay you monthly. That is what so many people are even doing here. You understand? Now, I also talked about buying land. Now, one of the places you should buy land on back home is close to schools. You know, all these universities, polytechnics, colleges of education. Also, buy lands that are close to that place. Yes, you can buy those lands. Now, if you can, try to erect something. Student quarters or student buildings are not much. You understand? You can start by building just a room self-contained. Now, for you to carve out the toilets and all that, you can put down the not the normal toilet with seats. You can put the one that actually people can squat while going for. You understand? Just make it something neat, small, and then you just carve out a corner for the kitchen inside the room and everything. Just make sure at the end everything is still there is still ventilation, a nice ventilation. Make it like you can just buy like 50 by, is this 50 by 80? I think it's 50 by 80, like the one that used to be very long or something. Land. Try to erect something. You understand? When you can do that, like 10, 20 rooms, those are the kind of things you can start it. Just start it at all. Look for people who actually contractors who can take as cheap as possible from you, and then gradually get to be sending money, get to be building it. Once in a while, if you can go home, try to go home and go and see your work. Yes, make sure, it is very important. Go and see your work if you can. But if you trust the person who's actually doing it, like yesterday I warned you guys, even if the person is your brother, don't trust them 100%. Always have somebody like a friend from outside who can actually get to go check the work that your brother is doing or that your sister is doing. Thank you guys for the likes. So you can actually build these hostels, school hostels around, or off campus hostels, and then rent it out to students. Students actually pay mad money, they pay good money for that. Build school hostels on it. And then another thing is building of aside the chalets, you can try to make a hotel. Hotels, if you want to target hotels for remote places where people visit, like for instance a particular state where people normally visit, but there is a nearby like village close to that place, but there are no much hotels. Try to find a place that there are no much hotels to actually get to lodge in. You understand? Before you can be successful on that. I will talk about the work permit. Calm down. So the only way you can actually save over here in UAE is by getting to okay. I think I should talk about the work permit of a thing. I see some people even on WhatsApp and some people on Facebook. Now I want to tell you guys news on this is why you should stay, because I never tell anyone when I'm going to talk about it. Of recent, we heard about news just this morning, news spreading around that the work permit has opened or something. Guys, I'm going to tell you, I started making touches. I started contacting people on that, my own contacts. We made direct contact to the extent of yes, we have our inner sources. We have our inner sources in getting all these things, even with the officials here and all that. Before I say it officially, UAE has no ban on Nigerian work permits, on work permit for Nigerians. But as at this morning, we still heard that so many persons are still having difficulties getting. If anybody got that, it is just one person out of a million. It's just one person out of a million. Sometimes you don't need to involve yourself in some things. You know, this thing called politics, it can be played and played and played. So as of right now, the news we got is that it is not going through yet for people who want to renew. If you like, you can go you can actually go and apply, give us the evidences, and we are not going to be judging based on one person who just got a particular thing when there are thousands of people. If they actually want that, I believe what should happen is there should be at least 10 persons who has gotten theirs renewed, and then we can work on that. We can start believing. So I wouldn't actually put out the news there that it is, yes, it is going through. If meanwhile, I'm still going to put my ears down, I'm still going to keep on my contacts. If it comes up, I am going to tell you guys. When it comes up, I'm going to tell you guys. Once it is opened and people are getting it, I am still going to tell you. Didi, tips on budget planning and saving plan. You're welcome, Didi. Okay, you've been here. Nice to know that. Tips on budgeting plan and saving plan. The only thing you need to do, look at the traditional thing people do here. Aside the fact that most of us actually want to travel from here to like Europe or Canada or US, whichever one gets to work for us. What we do is, for us who are here, we try to save, open an account here. Try to open an account here if you can. If you're on a visa, the kind of visa that can help you open an account, try to open the account here and then you put money there. Try to be putting money at least every month. You understand? Because as time goes on, as time comes, you can actually get to need that statement of account, that bank statement of account for you to travel out, depending on the company, or sorry, the country you're applying on. You understand? So when you do that, there is equally a way we send back our money through the black market here, which is quite cheaper and easier for us. It is quite easier and cheaper for us, and the money is quite okay. It's quite nice. Thank you guys for liking the video, and thank you for sharing. Thank you for those who are sharing the links. Thank you. So what we do is, like, now say for instance you actually paid 1,000. I just want to use that. You're paid 1,000 dirham. 1,000 dirham currently is about 150 something thousand. It's about 155, 156,000, or let me say 154, 155,000. And then what we do is 200, with 200 or 300 dirham. If your company is providing you with accommodation and transport, with 200 dirham you can actually manage for the month. You understand? But what, let me say, for when I used to receive mine, when it was back then 1,000 dirham, when I was receiving 1,000 dirham a couple of years. So what we used to do is, used to, like, we keep 200 dirham and then we send our, you understand? Then 50 dirham is always for in case. You understand? In case. Sometimes what I used to do is I give it to someone to hold for me. The whatever I do, I will not touch it. It is in case. You understand? You know what you mean? The white people, they call it, you keep that aside for rainy days or something. or you keep it in case something happens. So 200 dirham is always what we use. You use it to buy your food stuff. And one good thing is that when you use 200 dirham this month for your food stuff, next month you want to buy some things again, you might not spend up to 200 dirham. You might end up spending just 100 dirham or a little over 100 dirham. So it depends. But it depends on people. It depends on how people actually make their budget. You understand? Because right now, I wouldn't tell you that I'm spending 200 dirham in a month. I can spend up to like maybe 300, you're getting to like 500 in a month. You understand? So it depends on the income of the person, of the individual. You understand? That's how you can actually make your plannings. Because mostly, yes, I've talked about accommodation, I talked about transportation, and I talked about feeding. So mostly you take care of your feeding. You understand? That's mostly the main thing. So, but if you're on your personal visa, chances are you're not going to be sitting in a company accommodation. So you're going to be paying for your own accommodation too. So you budget the accommodation, your accommodation or your rent fee on your salary too, plus the feeding. And if the company you're working with doesn't give you or doesn't provide transportation, then you know you got to put that into consideration too. So, guys, that's it. That's one of the tips for the budgeting. I am going to maybe we're going to go into it in full in time to come. So, Oriomi, thanks for staying. Thank you, guys. Thank you. The person have just 2 months for the passport to expire. Yes, they can go and they should, in fact, they should rush. This is why you should rush. If someone has just 2 months for the passport to expire, they should rush and go and renew it, except the person is going back home. If the person is going back home and listen, I will advise you to go back home and do it. It's way easier back home and way cheaper back home in Africa than this place. Renewing your visa over here is quite a stress and it costs a lot of money. It doesn't make sense. The money they take here is almost 100,000. How can I be renewing? I'm talking about renewal. I'm not talking about getting a new one. There you are taking almost 100,000. It doesn't make sense. Plus the money you use in transporting yourself, the PCR and everything. Everything is getting to like it's more than 100,000. Everything is getting to like 1,000 dirham, which is around one almost getting to 150 something. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So if you can just do it back home. How about those moving to Europe from Gulf? How do you invest? Okay, I that was where I have not finished what I actually have about that. There are new things that you should actually look up to. Now, it is not just about investing in physical stuff. We also have about our virtual investments. Like you already know what I want to talk about: cryptocurrency, the forex, and the NFTs. You understand? Cryptocurrency, forex, and NFTs. My dear people, that stuff is giving people a whole lot of money. It's giving people a whole lot of money. You understand? I have friends around me who are doing that, and what you just do is if you don't know like people like me who don't get to have time for me to come and sit down and start looking at forex or sit down and start looking at NFT, what is the latest, this one, that one, and stuff like that. If you have friends that are trustworthy around you, what you should do is take your money and then give them. They can invest for you or they can help you open the account and they monitor it. That's pretty much what I do. You understand myself. So it is better to do it with your own friend. Please don't come inside my Facebook to ask me to introduce you to my person. I don't want to be a part of anything because you can lose and you can gain. So if you don't have the mind to lose money, and then you are the kind of person that when you lose money you start crying, you understand, but you have more to gain because most of the times what they do is it is a robot that is being in charge of your money and it trades for you. When it trades for you, you get to make money. So that is one of the ways you can make money wherever you are in the world. You're talking about people who are going to Europe, the investment they can make. Anywhere you are in the world, you can send money back home and buy land. You can send money back home and get to buy lands, buy 2, 3 lands, and then years after you get to sell some of the land, and then once you sell some of the land, you use it to develop the other one. It's quite easier. Or you can even jam some careless money over the years, and then boom, you get to use it to develop the land. You don't even need to do this. And yes, it is possible to jam some careless money, but you can only jam it when you are actually looking. You cannot just find something when you are looking, because there are people who actually get to see opportunities, but because they are not looking, yes, they get to pass the opportunity by. So it is only when you're looking or searching that you can get. So, my dear African Queen, you're welcome once again. You can make those investments, NFTs, Forex, cryptocurrency. Try to key into that, guys. It is good. It is nice. Thank you for liking the videos, guys. Thank you. Thank you for sharing the videos. Please, if you have not shared the videos, share to your WhatsApp group so that we can get more people. Uh, okay, should we open bank accounts before coming to help save? Should we open bank accounts before coming to help save? I don't understand. Before coming to help save. If you have bank account back home, it's a nice one. You don't need a different bank account back home. Now, over here too, when you come over here, you can only open bank accounts. Aside from maybe most of the companies, about at least 95% of the companies, I would say, they already open a bank account for you. You understand? Before they actually will open bank account for you to start paying your salary. It takes maybe just 1 month or 2 months. They will put up a bank account for you or down here. So uh, if you are coming here and you want a partnership visa and all that, you can equally use it to open your own bank account. But be careful on the type of partner visa you actually are going for. You understand? Because there are some that might not come with the documents or at the level or the package you need to be able to open a bank account. You understand? So that's it. Hello, God's power. You're welcome. Nice to have you here. Natia Eka, Natia. I remember you, Natia. You're welcome. Can one pay in installations regarding a freelance visa or a partnership visa? Partnership visa, I call it partnership visa, freelance. Okay. Yes, you can pay on installments with the people with the people I work with. Not every visa company actually accepts that part payment, and not all of them will actually give you time to pay. Some of them, when you pay like 6,000 or 7,000, they will tell you that before you go for medical, that you must complete the money. You understand? So that means you need to have the whole money. And you need to have the whole money with you before you can actually get to pay off, before you can actually even apply. Thank you guys for sharing the videos. Thank you for sharing the link. So, my dear, the ones that I actually know, yes, they pay. You can pay in installments. Like what they take is a total of they charge a total of 10,500. Then if you want, you can start from the first payment about 7,000. You drop it. Once you drop the 7,000, and then they start the process. Within like 2 3 weeks, everything should be ready, and you should be able to go for your medical. So you go for your medicals, and then the wait. Actually, before that, that means your main visa has been out, your paper visa has been out, so you can use it to actually be working and be legal at least. Then you wait for like it's going to like take about maybe a month for the main Emirates ID to come out, maybe a month, sometimes a month and some days, depending on when you go for your medicals and when everything is carried out, depending on the company actually that is actually applying. One thing I found out, guys, one thing I found out about companies, visa companies here in UAE is that I think the government has like a priority to visa companies, to companies that are applying for visa, because there are ones that when you apply, it won't take time. It will come out. There are ones that when you want to apply for a partnership visa, you will need to have up to 1 month in your visa because they are not going to answer those people if it's not up to 2 weeks, 3 weeks before they will answer them. So you will need to have up to 1 month. There are ones that when you just have like 3 days, 4 days, I'm telling you people what I've experienced myself. 3 days, 4 days, within 3 days, 4 days, they will apply for your visa and everything is going. They will tell you not to worry and you will have no problem. There are ones that they must have to take up to like 1 month. Like they will tell you to you need to have like 21 days before you can apply. You understand? So I think there are priorities or something being accrued to companies. So it depends on the company you're actually making the visa with. You understand? So that's it. I believe I've answered your question. So when you pay for that 7,000 in the first place, after your Emirates ID comes out, that is when you get to now pay this thing. But for my own people, when the your ID comes out, they will take your international passport and keep it so that you will be able to pay up. So when you pay up the remaining balance, totaling up to 10,500, you will take back your passport. You're listening with keen attention. Okay, God's power. Nice to see that. Well done, Osita. Osita Wakoba. Wow, that name rings a bell. Osita Wakoba. Is that not the former, the lawyer or something? Another African queen, you're welcome. So at least one can survive on minimum 1,000 dirham monthly. You will be saving the rest then. Yes, that is the list. That is the list for now, especially for the fact that for Nigerians who are not really getting some jobs and all that. So you can have with that 1,000 dirham, if you have some side hustles, some maybe little businesses you do on your free days, it can help you too. Yes, you can, as far as you're not paying for house rent. So if you're living in a bed space, let's say you're, but most of the companies, like 95% of the companies here, actually they have accommodation provided for you. So it is on the law here. So that is why if they're not going to provide you accommodation, they will pay you for that. Natia, you said, hello, brother. Can one pay? Hello, Natia. Can one pay in installations regarding a freelance or partnership visa? That is what I just answered. I believe you have heard that. I believe you have heard that. If you did not hear me, go back a little. I already explained. Yes, you can pay on installations. If you are interested in that, you can chat me up on my Facebook Messenger and I will direct you to the office that can help you on that. It is not for everybody, not every office. Side hustle, please throw light on it. Side hustle, DD, side hustle. Side hustles you can actually do here are mostly sending of things back home, like phones. Phones over here, the phones that are actually very popular here are iPhones and Samsung. That's the products you can get here. Very nice. Most of their people iPhones, they like iPhones here very well, and Samsung phones. Yes, there are all these Chinese phones and all that. I can't really remember their names or something like that, but they are quite good Chinese phones that are here. They are quite good ones, but mostly you'll be hearing of iPhones and Samsung. So you can package these iPhones or the Samsung phones. You can get them cheaper on a cheaper rate here. package them that are fairly used. I'm not talking about new ones, fairly used, and then can send it back home, package it and send it back home once you have someone who can pick it up and someone who can do the business. Also, phone accessories. Phone accessories, you can get it here and then send back home there. If you are connected to anyone who is selling parts of motor of the cars, whether it is new one or fairly used, you can equally get some here and send back home. Yes, it is very possible over here. Let's say like lights, car lights, batteries, springs, the copper wires and all that. Understand? Even solar. You know this solar machine and all that. We bought, I think, with my friend, we bought quite a particular one for 300 dirhams. 300 dirhams should be about, let me say, about 40,000 or getting to that. The one we bought was really big. It has about 6 bulbs, light bulbs. It's solar. Like it's a little bit, you know, the Tiger generator is a little bit smaller than that, than the Tiger generator. So you can actually take it and then it can power 6 bulbs means 6 rooms. You understand? Or maybe 4 rooms and then you can put some outside. You understand? Now it can equally take your your standing fan. It can take television, but it's not advisable for you to put television on that. So you can maybe buy a different one for the television if you want. So it can take that. It can take your charging your phones. You can charge your phones and all that. So for me, I believe when you have lights, you can charge your when you can charge your phones and you have fan. What else do you need? There's light, there is phone, and nothing is making noise outside. There is um, no generator that is making noise. You are not buying any fuel. They will you just buy it like that, and they give you the panel. You just put the panel wherever it can receive light. Not even necessarily, it doesn't need the sun. Once it can receive light, bright light anywhere, it charges during the day, and then you can use it in the night. No noise, nothing. No need to go and buy any fuel. So you can start this up as a business too. Buy the ones that are here that are from different company. Yes, we have it back home, I know, but the ones they have back home, most times the battery normally fails and all that. You understand? So you can get a quality one over here and send back home, send samples, and then once people start to seeing that it's good, then they can start buying it. So those are some of the things. There are clothes, there are shoes that you can buy and send over there. Demos, I greet you too. Akorede, yes, forex, crypto, no be play. My dear, you have to have a heart before you can go into forex, crypto, and all those NFTs. You understand? Cryptocurrency and forex. You have to have the mind. And I always tell people, if you are not ready to lose money, don't go inside it, because you will lose, you will gain. But you just have to be one more statement I give people is, if you want to go into forex and crypto, put aside good money and know that that good money, you can forget it in case anything happens. Yes, but if you have the mind, yes, it pays. It is a side hustle that you can actually get to invest on. If you have someone who actually mines the cryptocurrencies, or someone who actually knows how to read the forex market and uses robots, they can help you on that. Please do it for your own self. If I am okay and I want to go into it, I want to introduce people, then I can bring it to you guys. But for now, let me be doing my own. You can do your own. Doing Ajo, is it visible? Did you chat me inbox on this? Ajo or Isusu? I have a group I can fit you in. I have a Yes, I have a group, someone I can introduce you to, and then you can start with that. I have some particular lady. What she does is they bring people around, and then they do contributions and all that. And then what you do is just contribution of about 2,000 in naira. That's about 20 dirham. Just do 20 dirham contribution. Then you bring in 2 persons. You just bring in 2 persons. Those 2 people that you brought in will bring in 2 persons and all that. You might call it networking, but for me, since it's just 20 dirhams, There's no cause for alarm. And just like this help p something, is it php or something like that, helping each other or something like that. So that is how it goes. Yes, it is visible if you get people who are trustworthy, my dear. At Didi, I greet you, Edemozo. At another African country. Please, guys, know that this video is going to be available on this channel once we finish. I still have what I want to share with you guys. I have a whole lot. So I'm just waiting to finish answering your questions before I continue. So I'm going to say this again. Let me give the current news about the work permit that you guys are hearing this afternoon. We have not received news that yes, it is going for everybody. Maybe one person just got it. So the work permit issue of a thing is still something that is lingering. We have not received a good news that much. So we need to see about at least 10 persons. Let 10 persons who applied be granted, and then we get to give you the news that it has been successful, so that some agents will not go and just take your money and just go like that. Thank you guys for sharing. Thank you for sharing the link, and thanks for the likes. Excuse me, guys. So be careful about the agents that are telling you online that it is open. You understand? But you can try with them. I have nothing against anybody's hustle or anybody's business. I don't do visa myself. What I have are people who actually do it. So my own is to bring you the information. And if I cannot tell you the real thing, then I should as well close off my YouTube channel. You understand? This is why this channel is opened. We shouldn't rush. We shouldn't be the people who are being taken to do examples. We shouldn't be used as examples. You understand? If anybody wants to do something, please, they should use their own people to do it first, and not trying to once something, a particular thing goes through, you get to broadcast. No, you need to wait and apply again. Apply for like 2-3 times. Then when it goes through for like 3 persons, then you can start with the broadcasting. You understand? For me, I will have to wait for about 7 to 10 persons before I can agree. Oh, seriously, because anything can happen. They might just decide to just give about few persons like that, so that everybody will start making the news and all that. You understand? You know, when I want something from you, let's say you and I were dragging something and I want something from you, I might just open up small and ease up something. I get what I want and I close up immediately. So we need to be wary of this kind of things. When politics is played, my brother, my sister, you need to understand. At another African country, you say, give ladies some tips on what to pack. Maybe wigs for braiding is expensive in Dubai compared to Niger. Okay, although this is the ladies' side, wigs for braiding and all that. There are a couple of ladies who actually do that. They have wigs that they sell at about 200 dirham. So whatever I say in dirham, you can, if you're in Nigerian, you can multiply it by 157. If you are over there in another country, you can multiply. Just check online and then possibly put like 30 or 40. You understand? 30 or 40. Add 30 or 40, then you multiply. There's a reason why. Like 113 for Nigerians online, on the black market is 157. So just use it in your own country. Now, for you, ladies, say maybe braiding is expensive in Dubai compared to Niger. Now, what people normally do here at another African queen, what people normally do here, when you come here, you see that most ladies either cut their hair or they lock their hair. Lock means dreadlocks. What I mean by lock is dreadlocks. So they lock it, and then it becomes they keep dread. You understand? For those people who don't have that money to be changing their hair and all that, for those people who actually can, they cut their hair and then they buy wigs. So if you can buy all these your wigs that you actually get to wear, it is nice. It is quite okay. Or maybe when your hair is that this thing that you can wash your hair. After washing the hair, you can equally wear all those your stuff that you used to wear, and then wear your wig and all that. It's nice because that's the way most people actually, or most ladies actually do here. They either cut their hair or they lock it, or they, after cutting, they actually get to wear the wig, the ones you guys actually wear. That is it. Is there any other tips you want? Let me know. Let me know so that if it is the parts, the toiletries, they are quite okay. You can get some here. They are not that expensive. They are not that expensive. Godspot, you say, brother, can one get a job under 3 months visa now to keep going to keep going while doing a course? I mean, this new time now, this February, March, most people that actually come inside here they use the 3 months visa. Yes, so yes, you can get a job under 3 months. For Nigerians, you are being advised to go for mostly free zone areas or free zone company. So even if you're not here, you can start applying online. Go online and just Google, depending on your interest. Just Google and go to Google and type free zone companies. Depending, let's say you want to do security, you can type free zone security companies or security companies under Dubai free zone. Just type it like that. It will bring you a list of them, and then you can apply depending on the sector you want to apply, on the field you're interested in. If you're an accountant, do the same thing under free zone. Accounting jobs under free zone, Dubai free zone. Accounting job under this. The guys, each Emirates has their free zone, so you can equally try to do that. Abu Dhabi free zone, Dubai free zone, but I will advise you just go for Dubai free zone or maybe Sharjah free zone. Those are quite the number of the ones that I can actually help you get it. Ask your question, guys. Just type your questions. I'll be answering one by one. When I'm done, I'll continue with what I have here. Natia, you said, okay, thanks. You're welcome. I got 5K AED and that's all I got, and I want to do a freelance visa. Can it be possible to proceed with the processing, then pay back once I become legal, not minding if my passport is held? It's not about you. I wish I could do that. I wish I could be the one to actually do that for you, Natia. But really, believe me, I quite understand what is going on here. I quite understand what you mean. But these people, for me, the people that I actually deal with, I don't actually like discussing this here. The people that I deal with, when I ask them, I provide information. So for me, when you want to do it, my own is just to direct you to them. I don't, you're not even going to see me to take money. It is them you're going to do the business with. My own is to direct you to them. You understand? So, and I'm not being paid and I'm not working with them in any way. So I just get you the information. Now, what they said is that 7,000. The I'm going to tell you, my own is to pass the information. I'm going to tell you the cheapest one that they have received from someone is 6,000. Yes, one of the people I actually sent there, they actually collected 6,000 instead of 7,000. So that was what he told me. But what they told me in their office is 7,000 first payment. So, but this particular guy, they took 6,000 from him. You understand? So subsequently, he paid 2,500 and then 2,000. But what they are not going to take is they are not going to allow you to just keep your passport with them and then you are not bringing the money. I mean, it's somebody's business now. It's somebody's business. They actually applied it using their money, so you should be able to pay them at most after within 2 months of them of the Emirates ID coming out. So that's how they actually do it. Within 2 months, you get to pay up. So after that 2 months and you don't get to pay up, maybe you have issues with them. I have not seen anybody who had any issues with them, but it's not something I will advise you to do. Because from what you're saying, the way you're sounding, you don't mind how long they hold your passport. That means you're just going to come and pay the money, the first payment, you get your ID, and then you run away. No, no, my dear, it's not welcome. It's not advisable. You're really stranded right now. You can find a way, my dear. Once you find a way, one thing about this, okay, let me tell you something. Not here. Let me tell you something. If you can get a job a part-time job, you understand? If you can get a part-time job, I actually thought about people who don't get to listen to my videos. You lose a lot. Thank you guys for liking the videos, and thank you for sharing the link. Please, if you have not shared the link on your WhatsApp, please copy the link and share on your WhatsApp so that more people can join us, so they can get to learn. So, Natia, there are applications like Ogram, Ogram. Go to those applications. There, you can equally Google for part-time job applications in Dubai or in UAE, depending on where you are, and then you get to get the list of them. You download the app, and then when you get your Emirates ID, you get to register it. I mean, when you have gotten this partnership visa or freelance, you just get to register this particular Emirates ID that you have there. It's just to scan the front and back and put online there, put your details, name, phone number, email, and all that. They will ask you for where you have interest and everything like that. So that is how you're going to be registering, and then it will take them a few days to verify you, and then you start job. Now these jobs you're getting can pay as much as 200 dirham, 250 dirham per day, 280, 300 dirham per day. You understand? So if you're getting at least 200 dirham per day, 180, 150 dirham per day, I mean, it's something, it is something. So you can actually within let's say 200 dirham in about let's just calculate it for 30 days. 200 dirhams for about 30 days, that's about 6,000. So 100 dirham in 30 days, is it not 3,000? So let's say before the month ends, too bad, you'll be getting at least 4,000. So that's one good thing about part-time jobs. That's one good thing about it. And then people are still working, and they are working for 1,000, working for 1,500, 2,000, and all that. I'm not saying that those people who are doing it are bad, but I'm trying to give you guys a picture of the fact that you need to improve yourself, the fact that you need to come here, try to work those lower jobs. If that is the only option you have, get those lower jobs, work it, and then improve yourself, save up money, and make your own partnership visa, so you can get better payments, better jobs. You can equally work other works as a freelancer using that partnership visa. You work as a freelancer, and then companies can hire you and be paying you normal. It's not just about all these daily pay jobs. They can hire you with your visa, personal visa, and then pay you normal every month. You understand? For the Ogram I talked about, some of the apps or most of the apps actually pay you like 25 or 30 days after you have worked for the month. So most of them don't really pay you immediately. So what they do is 25 days after. So you just need to be consistent on going for their work, and then plus your side hustle, you use it to hold yourself on. So you count your 1 month like 1 month after. I don't know if you understand what I mean. At Natia, you can chat me on Facebook Messenger, but for the amount you talked about, I doubt. Ademuzo Onyeka, nice to have you here. Don't mind me my pronunciations there. What is the chance of Africans getting teaching job here, most especially Nigerian, B.Ed, Bachelor of Education, fully attested in both Ministry of Education and Foreign Affairs and UAE Embassy in Niger? The chances for you getting a teaching job here, yes, it is Let me give it a number. It is about 60 to 70%. 60 to 70%, in the sense that I always advise people, you're talking about teaching job. I don't know, maybe you're actually coming from the side of uh, getting in or going in as the main teacher of a particular course. Most of the times, you see that people who actually get jobs are actually going in as assistant teachers, or what is popularly known as shadow teachers. Shadow teachers are normally people who back some teachers up when they have like maternal leave, sick leave, or maybe one they want to travel or go for vacation. So you can come in as a shadow teacher. You fit in or stay in for the person depending on when they resume again. You understand? You're welcome, God's power, depending on when they resume again. Now, for you to have more chances of getting recruited, it depends on your qualifications. It is not just about your qualification under education and you are testing it. It depends on your experience, if you have had the experience teaching back home or in any other country where you are. It depends on the qualifications, other qualifications that you have, not just the Bachelor of Education. Yes, Bachelor of Education is a plus for you because they equally take people without Bachelor of Education. But if you have this Bachelor of Education, it is a plus for you. That's one. Yeah, you are tested, your certification is okay. But then, what have you done to improve on that? If you can get exams like IELTS or TOEFL or IELTS or any other exams that looks like that in English and all that, get some things that can actually get you to have an edge over others. So when you actually get this, I normally say one statement. I say when opportunity meets preparedness, that is when you say that there is a miracle, that a miracle has happened. So if you are prepared, you have those qualifications, certifications, and all that. It's just for you to just meet the right opportunity. You keep applying, and then definitely something will come out. Now, there are other things I do advise people. If you're looking for a job in a school and you go there, they tell you maybe you're a lady and they tell you that the only vacancy they have is for a cleaner, even for a guy, for a cleaner in the school. Try to take up that cleaner job. You went for a teaching job and they told you there is a cleaner position. Try to take it. Why? It brings you closer. You understand? I've told this story in my former videos. It brings you closer because I have someone who has done that. She started with cleaning and all that, and then she moved in and became when they one of the teachers left for leave. She moved in and became when they checked her credentials, she was qualified, and yes, she started teaching and became a shadow teacher for the teacher who left. And as time went on, the teacher who actually left did not come again. What this lady did, she took over and she went on courses. Now I have those courses listed in one of my videos. If you watch some of my live, I have talked about little courses that you can actually do, teaching courses that you can actually do that are not, they are way or less than 1,000 dirham. Most of them are less than 1,000 dirhams. Yes, some of them are a little bit over 1,000 dirham, but for 1,000 dirham and less than 1,000 dirham, some of them are like 525 dirham, some are 625 dirham. You can do those little courses, use them and have an edge over other people who are applying on the same jobs. You understand? That is it about teaching jobs. I believe I have done justice to your question at Onyeka. If you need to ask any other thing, continue asking me, guys. You can ask me. I am here to answer you. I'm here to reply you. Thank you, guys, for liking. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for giving this video a thumbs up, and thank you guys for you people that are sharing. If you have not shared the video, just share this video link so that others can join us and learn what we are learning here. You're welcome, God's power. So God's power, you said, I need to rush out now. Really hope to chat with you one-on-one soon. God's grace, inshallah. Okay, God's power will be expecting you. At another African Queen, you said, what are some of the jobs on Ogram? Does it cover all sectors or only high level jobs? Ogram is tabled at another African Queen. Ogram is tabled in a way, it is actually tailored in a way that whichever thing, whichever field you are an expert in, that is what they actually want you to register with. You understand? So when you actually register with them, they get to ask you. It depends on your area of expertise. You understand? But then you need to do, or rather go to a place where you always get something. You always get jobs. You understand? So most jobs that are actually very popular on Ogram are mostly event securities. You understand? Securities for events. There are always events coming on every day. They can take you guys on hotels. People are always visiting here to make do their weddings, do so many things, occasions, so many things. So that's why there are so many hotels here, and they make their money here over here in Dubai. So there's always events. Now for these events, they need waiters. They equally need people who are like the cleaners. They need securities, both male and female. All these ones that are actually waiters and waitresses, that's male and female. Cleaners, male and female. Who again, the securities, male and female. So they always need these people. So that is why it is advisable you actually register on this, and then you can select the ones that are still going. As time goes on, you can decide to maybe close your account. And it is not just Ogram, there are other apps too. I think there is one known as THA or something. So when you Google it, just Google for part-time job applications, or applications of apps for part-time jobs. So just Google it, list of apps for part-time jobs. You will see some other ones. You understand? You see some other ones, and then you can download the app from Play Store or your iPhone store, whichever one it is, and then you get to apply on them. Yes, it encompasses other places according to whatever you want to go for. I'm only saying the ones I'm saying because they are the popular ones, and they are the easier ones. Ask your questions, guys. Ask your questions. Olamide, and Olamide Onaoga, you say, what is the chances of getting a safety job for a fresher in the field? I'm a certified Bosch IGC and IOSH holder. Hello, welcome to our field. Hello, brother. Hello, nice to know. Nice to know. Congratulations. Welcome to the field. So, brother, I will tell you this. UAE is a good place for constructions and all that. And yes, it's not just constructions which you can go as a safety officer, but of recent, it is not really that lucrative, because most of the people who are going in as CNAs now are equally safety officers. Understand? It's not that really lucrative or easier to get jobs as a safety officer. Yes, people are getting. I will not lie to you. There are still people who work in highly paid positions as safety officers. But right now, they are taking people with diploma level Nebosh, people who have more edge, people who have, there is this certification that the government over here gives. It's called DEWA certification. DEWA is Dubai Electricity and Water Authority. So there is this certification they can give you. You go for an exam. It's just for in the health sector. You see people going for DHA. You understand? Getting DHA from the Dubai Health Authority and all that. So the DHAs, this one is the DHA of DEWA is the DHA of safety officers. So this kind of things, if you get those and you are able to get like diploma, you might not even get the diploma. If you can get DEWA, you can actually move up in the sector. You can easily get jobs that you can be taking. It's as easy as that. Just like it's easier when one is in the medical sector and you can get a DHA. So if you can get the DHA, that's it. You can go for it. Thank you guys for sharing the videos. Thank you for sharing the link. Thank you for liking all. So let me go back to what I have for you for the day. Let me go back to what I have for you. So uh, we are done with what the investments you can make. If this video will be live, it will still be on my channel if you actually want to watch it. So I'm going to continue by telling you guys what I actually wrote down. So we continue for the day. Partnership visa. Can I use it to get jobs and also travel abroad? These are the questions that I normally pick up from my inbox, from Facebook, from Instagram, and sometimes on WhatsApp, depending on who actually asks me. So yes, you can actually work with your personal visa. You can work with your personal partnership visa. It is your own visa, so you can use it to get a job. You can use it to get a normal paying job of 1 month. Yes, depending on if the company accepts such. Now, you can equally use it to get daily paid jobs, which for me, I prefer. If it is possible, if you can get it. Yes, you can use it to travel abroad. It is even way better if you can get a personal visa or a partnership visa here. It can be easier for you to travel abroad because when time comes, there are 1 or 2 documents that you might need. You understand? So you having a partnership visa gives you a higher hand for your visa to be granted. You understand? Because there are documents that yes, you have access to. Documents like NOC, you can easily get it. You understand? Non-objection certification. That's the meaning of NOC. It means that this document means that your company is allowing you to travel and that they are aware of this. So when you have a personal visa, you have already paid the company. So it is just, when it's time, it's just for them to just use their letterheading paper and draft it and put the company stamp or sign it for you. Finish. That is just what you need to get from the company, and then possibly it is also easier for you to open a bank account when you get your partnership visa. You cannot open a bank account on a tourist or visit visa. You cannot. No, you're not allowed. So you need that partnership visa, which comes with an Emirates ID, to get to do that. So can I come with my family? Yes, you can come with your family if you want. If you want, yes, you can come with your family and you can add your family. If you're legally married, you can add your wife under your visa. It will cost you very less than 1,500 dirhams. You can add your wife or your children under your visa. I'm talking about each of them. Like for your wife, it will cost less than 1,500 dirham. You are the one who can add them under your own visa. You understand? So when you see people who are charging for the visa and they are charging 4,000, 5,000, for me, I don't blame them. Charging the visa for 4,000, 5,000, they actually made the visa quite costly, as much as 10, 5, 12,000 or 12,500. So if they should charge you like maybe 4, 5,000, I am not against that. You understand? I am not against that. So sometimes they actually charge you that because they need to get some documents too. Documents like the deed of agreements and all that. As time goes on, I'm going to tell you guys that I think I have it somewhere. So the next thing we need to talk about is when you're opening a business and you want to survive or succeed, please, you need to put trust. Your reputation matters. If you have any side hustle, the thing you need to do is just to be straightforward with your customers and try to, when you take 1 naira, give them, when you take 1 dirham or $1 from them, try to give them something of the same value. Try to be transparent and honest. You understand? Being transparent and honest means always speak the truth. Let what you said be what you act when you're doing a business. So that experience will actually make you succeed in the business. For visa and business setup, please. Somebody asked about that. I think a couple of listeners ago. I will advise that anybody who wants to open their personal business on your personal visa. Yes, you already have a trading license and you can open your personal business using your partnership visa. So I'll advise, if you want to do that, or you want to start afresh, open a new business, I advise you to go to free zone areas. Free zone areas will be easier for you to do business. You understand? This free zone area we are talking about is not like there's a particular area named free zone or something. You understand? Yes, there are quite area that you can see free zone companies and all that. So it means you are registered under free zone. It is just like something that is online. Yes, you just come and they say your company is registered under free zone. Yes, there are free zone. There's a free zone area, but it doesn't mean you must have to be there. Understand? So you equally do your business anywhere at all. So you can register under free zone and you can do your business anywhere. So it is easier to register with about 14,000 or 14,500. You can get your freelance or rather free zone visa, your visa under free zone. You understand? So it comes with your own personal visa and it's registered your company too. Registers your company too. So that means your registration of the company gets you a visa too. That means you get the chance of adding people who are going to be working with you as your staff under your visa or as your partner. That means as you have established it, you can equally start issuing visa to people as partners. That is where partnership visa comes in. If you get what I mean. So it comes with trade license, NOCs, and everything, other documents that you need. It's very easy for you to open a bank account too. So that's it. Differences between resident visa and Emirates ID. My dear people, there's no difference between, when you apply for a resident visa or for a personal visa or for a partnership visa or for a freelance visa, it comes with an Emirates ID. Please let nobody deceive you by telling you you have finished paying for your partnership visa. It is time to pay for your Emirates ID. Somebody was asking me this yesterday. So I had to put it down to tell you guys, please don't pay for, after paying for partnership visa, then you come and pay for Emirates ID. Once you pay for partnership visa, that is just what you need to pay for. Don't, if anybody tells you pay for Emirates ID again, that person is a liar. They just want to eat your money. So your Emirates ID comes with the partnership visa that you have done, or with or it comes with the personal visa that you have done. You understand? So any of the freelance visa that you have done is what you will, it comes with a partnership, sorry, with an Emirates ID. At a demo, you say, how many months can one do those teaching course? Like TATS and catch. Okay. TATS can take you like between this thing, can take you like it depends on your timing with them. Sometimes people actually do weekend programs, and then some people, if you have the time, you do it like you'll be coming like 3-4 times a week to the school. You can do it like within a week or two. You understand? But for catch, my brother, catch can actually take you 2 to 3 months. 2 to 3 months. I always advise people who are actually doing, if you want to do catch 1, 2, 3, my brother, just try to take your time and do this catch 1, 2, 3. If you actually get it, or when you actually get it, it will be very nice, and you can get to earn as much as from 8,000, 12,000, 15,000. I know someone who is actually earning about 15,000 with it, a Cameroonian guy. Williams, what are you deleting? William Omokori, please, excuse me, please, I want to ask, apart from visa, flight ticket, and 48 hours PCR test, is there any other documents required to enter UAE from Niger? Apart from visa, flight ticket, and 48 hours PCR test. There is nothing else. If you are not, what is it called? If you are not a resident of this place, because sometimes they actually ask for people who are resident to provide some kind of, I don't know if they are still doing it right now, but I will check. They ask you to get some kind of that your company is supposed to apply for some kind of uh, approval from ICA, from the government here or something. ICA is like a body that is in charge of immigration here. So aside that, there is nothing else. Your flight tickets, your PCR test, and my dear, my people, I'm not going to lie to you. Our people are creating so many things for us. You understand? I understand the reason for your asking. If it were when we used to come, I mean, when people come from Ghana or Cotonou, and they used to like ask you to even bring the receipt of your hotel where you stayed. So sometimes it is like that, but of recent I've not, no need, since there are flights from Nigeria direct to this place now. So for now, no. Aside this, there is no other thing. There's no other documents that you need. If I remember any, I'm going to let you know. If I remember any, I'm going to let you know. And then was you said, can someone do only catch level 3 only as a course, and what are the requirements to register? And then was you can't just there's catch 1, 2, 3 now. It's not even advisable for you to just go and do one. Just for you to how do I put it? I'm looking for what to use and give example to you. You want to count A, B, C, D. You want to count the alphabets. You just go and start from W, X, Y, Z. It's not advisable. So you can, for me, sometimes, okay, let me not, I'm just saying what is advisable for you to do. Just if you can, take the 1, 2, 3 catch. Now, sometimes some school can actually employ you when you are just on that catch 1. Like you just got catch 1 or catch 2, catch 1 and 2 or something like that. You understand? Some schools can actually take you, so you can serve as a plus for you. But it is not advisable for you to just go and take one and then you relax. No, that is not our development. I will try and get more on this level, on this particular thing, and catch and then get back to you, Mr. Demozo. I hope I get to remember that catch. So that said, I want to continue with what I actually have for you guys on my write-up. The documents that can come with your partnership visa. The documents that can come with your partnership visa. Yes, Williams, you're late, very late. Williams, you can scroll back and we talked about so many things here. Work permits, investments you can make, and a whole lot of other things. Partnership visa and all. So documents that can come with your partnership visa. You have trade license. It comes within few days of application. And we have NOC. This trade license, you can use it to either open a company. Some companies, some jobs that you actually want to work with can actually ask you for the trade license. You understand? So it means you can use it to start up a business and all. NOC, which is non-objection certification. Some companies can ask you for that too, because it means whichever company that you're registered with as a partner has no objection of you working with this new company. You understand? So they can hold it in case any problem arises. Also, you can use your NOC when you want to travel. So you can use it. Some of these documents, you can still need them to present them when you want to travel. Also, you can also present them when you want to open a bank account. You understand? Here, when you want to open a bank account here in UAE, so it is quite something that is needed. So for the 2 years, if it's going to be a 2 years visa, 2 years visa comes with labor card, NOC, and yeah, some of them comes with a trade license, or mostly NOC and labor card. NOC and labor card mostly. So that's for 2 years, which is not going through well for Nigerians. So I want to continue. If you have any question, please drop it and I will answer you. Thank you guys for liking the videos. Thank you for sharing. For those guys who are sharing, thank you. If you can share it, please share the link so that people will join us. So for visa cancellation and compensation. Okay, visa cancellation and compensation. When it comes to you canceling your visa and the compensation, I mean the gratuity, you understand, the gratuities. Now, for some of the companies, they start calculating with your basic salary. Don't calculate with the total amount you receive as a for salary. Don't calculate with that, guys. Calculate with your basic salary, and sometimes it's like an agreement based on the decision of you and your company and what you signed during the time you are signing your offer letter. So that is how it comes up. It is not, you shouldn't expect that much. For me, if your salary is not that big or your basic salary is not that big, then don't expect that much. Then the next is documents needed for adding a wife under your visa. What you need to add a wife under your visa? Yes, this is nice. So what you need to add your wife under your personal or partnership visa, this. You just need passport photo, white background. A wife can equally make a visa and add the husband under it. You understand? This is equally what you also need when you want to add your baby or your children under your visa. So what you need is passport photo, white background. You need marriage certificate if you're adding your husband or your wife. Marriage certificate that is attested. It's not just a marriage certificate, it has to be attested. So there's also tenancy agreement. Why do they need tenancy agreement? Tenancy agreement is just to get to know that, because there is a certain level or amount of salary you need to be receiving before you can sponsor somebody, before you can sponsor someone on as a wife or as a husband. You understand? Before you can sponsor kids on your visa. So those are the things that are needed for those of the people who are actually making partnership visa and maybe they don't have all this. Some people actually, I don't know, they have a way of providing these documents, maybe marriage certificates or something like that, or the tenancy agreements. I think there are people whom it's their business or something. So I'm going to say again, is 2 years visa open or is work permit open for Nigerians? Officially, there is no ban from UAE for work permit for Nigerians. But for the people who have been having issues renewing their work permit, it is still lingering. We wait for a couple of days and we wait for a number of people who can actually, if a number of persons actually get the visa, or rather get their work permit renewed, we can actually come to say that yes, a good number of people have gotten it. But right now, people are still having issues renewing theirs. So that's what I can say, except for the free zone areas, which you can actually easily get your visa and easily get your every other documents you need. So free zones are okay for Nigerians. The last thing that I have here on my list is a. You can drop a question if you want to ask any question. Otherwise, I will do the last. Williams Abraham, latecomer, you're welcome. Have you shared the link? Have you liked it? So you say, can one come with 3 months and working, applying for partnership visa? Yes, that is actually what I advise you. Come with 3 months visa. Come with 3 months. With 3 months, yes, you can find a job with 3 months visa. You can find a job with the 3 months visa. Then later, actually, the company can apply for you the visa if you're a Nigerian and you get a job under the free zone. Yes, they can apply for you. They can get visa for you either 1 or 3 years. Then For non-Nigerians, you are qualified mostly. You can apply anywhere. You can easily get your visa, 2 years visa, 3 years visa, 1 year, depending on the company and whichever way. Now we have not heard about the recent or the new introduction of the new visa known as the 3 year limited visa. So we haven't heard about it. So pending on when we have that, we'll let you know. So that being said, please guys don't worry about the noise. It is almost night, so it's time to go and cook. So we are getting ready for night for dinner. Can a person with partnership visa do part-time jobs? Yes, I have answered this before. If you are with a partnership visa, yes, you can do part-time jobs and you can also get your normal monthly pay jobs. Most of the part-time jobs actually get to pay on a monthly basis. Most of them, but some can pay you on a weekly basis. So it depends on the arrangements you have with them. With that being said, if there is no other question, I will tend to say thank you guys. Thank you very, very well. Thank you very much for sticking by. Let's meet same time tomorrow. Watch other videos that I have here. You can use it to learn. Watch this video will actually be on the on my channel. So if you want to chat me up and you have something personal, you can drop a comment on any of my videos. Any videos that you watch and you drop a comment, I will get to reply you. I reply faster on YouTube here. You understand? But if it is personal, please don't chat me if it is not personal. If it is personal, you can chat me up on Facebook at Pascal Emmy. Chat me on Pascal Emmy, Pascal. Then Emmy is EMI. For those of you who actually want me to send them for where they can maybe get their partnership visa or any other thing, any other services, you can chat me inbox on Facebook at Pascal Emmy. So we talk more about it. If you're interested in maybe joining a job group, a WhatsApp group, you can equally chat me inbox on there. And then where we post free jobs, we do post free jobs even if you're here or you are over there in Nigeria or back in Africa or back in Cameroon, back in Ghana, back in Uganda, back in Kenya, back in any other place. You can chat me up and then we'll get to add you. But you have to indicate to me that this is where you are because we have groups for people who are back home. Yes, you can still see people who are back home and people who are here in the group. So we have groups who are for people who are here as well. You understand? So we will be able to know and fix you where you can easily get the jobs. With that said, I love you guys. Thank you for coming. Prepare your questions for tomorrow. We will be here same time, 4 p.m. Abu Dhabi or Dubai time, and then maybe 4:30 p.m. the same time. Between 4 p.m. and 4:30, I will be up online once we are alive, and we pray God it becomes a so. It is so. How much is PCR test here in Nigeria? My brother, I don't know. It differs for PCR. It differs depending on the states. You understand? For people who are going from here, they are actually always telling them that it depends on they first ask you which state are you going. So the states, when you tell them the state you're going, then they show you a list of paper of hospitals or laboratories that are at the state where you're going. So it depends on the state. So I can't really pinpoint and tell you this is how much it costs. So it depends on the state. The prices differs according to the states. So when you know there are actually approved laboratories, you know the way it happens over there. Some caches, some money might have changed hands and things like that. Otherwise, I don't see why. All the same, you know what I'm saying. So I'll see you guys tomorrow if there is no other question. So Williams, that is what I can tell you. But at least from like 20,000 upwards, that's how much it normally costs. Maybe if there are cheaper ones, I don't know. But it differs depending on the state that you actually want to do it. So guys, I'll see you tomorrow, same time, 4 or 4:30 p.m. Dubai time. Nigerian time, it is 1 o'clock p.m. or 1:30 p.m. So minus that from whichever place. Tawia, I love you guys. My other guys from other African nations, my Cameroonian guys, my Ugandan guys, my Kenyan guys, my Ghanaian guys, I love you all. My South African guys, my Zambian and Gambian guys, I love you. I see you. I see you all. Please, if I don't call the name of your country, don't be offended. I have you in mind. I love you. And I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.